He hosted, 2 weeks ago, he hosted a Indigipop Comic-Con, which is like an indigenous Comic-Con here at the FAM. And he also was doing a benefit for our language kids and their powwow they're about to host. And so all the donations and proceeds from Saturday and the raffle that was going along with this event, we are collecting those. So this is like what our team wears. They competed in these shirts this past year. It has our Rock and Brews logo on there. It's one of our big sponsors. They do a good job at supporting our youth and all their cultural endeavors they do. It's got our Kaw Nation seal on this sleeve. And then on the back it has our team name, which is Taje Sage. And Taje Sage means hard wind or strong wind. And since we're the people of the south wind or the wind people, then I just figured that represents our youth pretty well, being their strength and knowledge and their language and stuff. And this is actually pretty cool because he took the time to really look at different traditional weapons and clothes and things. So they all have their roach. Some of this ribbon work is from my brother's clothes, his gonze clothes, the bandoliers. So he actually really went into detail and made sure that these were all Kaw things, and these are Kaw Ninja Turtles.
So I began doing artwork back in 2017 timeframe. I was in the military. I did a job. I was 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Or 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. rather. And between 1 and 4, there was like a complete dead spot in my time. So I just started picking some stuff up and practicing, and then people in the office asked for pictures, and it just kept rolling, and I just started making this catalog of stuff. And before I knew it, I had about 25 pictures and started doing comic conventions, because that was what I learned off doing, was comics. So, and now I'm starting to work my native heritage back into the artwork, and as we've done with the t-shirt for the language program. And just this last week, was it last week? Last 2 weeks, I was here at FAM for the Indigipop X comic convention. So just all native artists, all comic-based stuff. It was awesome. It's really cool to get to participate in something like that and see the culture from all over the country here together for that. So yeah. Sure. Well, I know that turtles has a really big meaning for a lot of native tribes. And whenever Storm came to me, she actually showed me a shirt that another team had did that had like a early, golden era Superman feel to it, but it was like a native character. And I was like, I want to do that, but I want to go step up and do something a little more new age. And Ninja Turtles was just the way to go. So. And then I used different regalia from members of the Kaw tribe that actually had a little more meaning to it. I made sure that her brothers are represented in the shirt, and the ribbon weaving that's on there. So there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there for the Kaw Nation. So I fully believe that the native cultures across the country we were having like a renaissance of popularity and pride with the youth. And just this last week here at Indigipop X, I spoke to somebody from the Smithsonian who was talking about working in public health and seeing the trend of youth who are going more positive directions with their lives and doing work with the tribes instead of going down like alcoholism, drug usage and stuff like that, because there's more pride in their tribe and more pride in their heritage, and they want to be a part of that and do something positive for the group, rather than be what some stereotypes want to make us look like. So it's great. I want to be a part of that, and anytime I can give back. I've known Storm since she was this tall. I remember her when we were at Kaw City Elementary School. Her brother was a couple years older than me. Got to get tackled in football quite a few times by him, so that was always fun. But yeah, as we went through, and what was the first time we worked together? It was this shirt, was it?
Yeah, it was this shirt, and talking to you about the art and how we wanted to put those gonze flares on there. And we've known each other known about each other, around each other our whole lives. We went to Scheidler School together, and I just watched him grow as an artist, and then reached out to him for our custom Ninja Turtles.
And it's a really natural partnership for me, being an artist, but also I was a military linguist for my 14-year career. So my missions were Persian, Farsi, and French, and getting out of that, finding something to give back to and work with. Like, language was a really easy transition. So I've got to go speak to the students there, and so I just share my experience with them. So
after we had started using the art, and Jesse gave us all of the rights to it and everything, we can use it any way we want to for our efforts in learning and revitalizing our language. And so after we had the art, we had Jesse come up to our Taje Sage class, and that's what we call our team, and we presented him with a blanket that had his name on there, and then it had the Army seal on there. And that's just really, it touched our hearts to be able to do that and present him with that. Not only as like someone that took the time to produce something so awesome like our turtles, but as a veteran and as another relative of a different tribe. And so it just feels good. And I think you brought that blanket today.
Yep.
We gotta take a picture in that. I think you sent me 4 different versions of this, like this blue around here. I have a yellow one, an orange one, a brown one, and it's really important to us. Our youth love seeing it and wearing it. I think last year I did a language competition shirt, and I tried to use a little goat on there because we were the goat or whatever, and they hated it. They're like, we have to wear where's the turtles at? And I was like, I thought this was cool. You guys are always saying that I'm the goat. Yeah, so it has to be the Ninja Turtles every time now.
Well, I'm looking forward to the follow-up to it as well. Yeah, that's the story of it.